Boom. And we are live. Welcome to another episode of Cooking It with Ayydé. Today I'm going to be making another of my favorites. Everything I make is my favorite thing to make. But yeah, we're going to be making Taquitos Dorado de Papa. And if you don't know what that is, it is fried tacos made with potatoes. So for this, we are going to need tortillas. These tortillas are from the Mexican market that I went to. And I always tell you guys, get the ones that the store makes. So this is their store-made tortillas. I like the yellow corn tortillas. That's just my preference. Get whatever you want. And these, again, they are corn tortillas, not flour tortillas. So, para que no digan que no les dije. So here are the tortillas. These are the papas. So of course you need papas. These have already been boiled and peeled. So that's why they look naked like this. And of course I made my guacachile. I made it yesterday. So I have some of this. This is going to go on top of my taquitos. It's all mushed up, but there that is, beautiful green. We're going to keep a lid on that. I have some crema mexicana, and the secret ingredient right here, this is a Oaxaca cheese. So you really are going to need this so that your taquitos are nice and juicy, and they're my absolute favorite. To go on top, you're going to need some queso fresco. For the potatoes, we're going to need some garlic salt, a little bit of chicken bouillon, and some black pepper to season the potatoes. And then you're going to need something to fry them in. I have my cast iron right here, and I'm going to start warming it up. So I want my oil to be nice and hot. And I'm using vegetable oil. That's what I have. So vegetable, canola, either would be great. Let's see. So I'm going to get this oil in this cast iron. And I like enough oil so that at least more than half of the taquitos are covered in the oil. If you've never had these before, you're going to thank me later. If you're celebrating Easter, you're still technically not supposed to be eating meat. So this is a good way out of it. Now, normally I would warm up my tortillas. I'm going to do 4 because that's what I'm going to do. I would warm up my tortillas on the comal. But to save time, we're going to do this the quick way. I like them a little bit warm because if they're still cold, they're going to rip. So you want to warm them up. You just put them in a plastic bag and throw them in the microwave for about 45 seconds. 45 seconds to a minute. We're going to give them a minute. So the tortillas are warming up. While the tortillas are warming up, you're going to get your potatoes. Here are my potatoes all in here. I use red potatoes. You can use whatever potatoes you want. This is just a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. I'm going to throw that in there. This is 1 tablespoon of garlic salt. Throw that in there. And 1 tablespoon of pepper. I love black pepper. If you don't like it, you don't have to use it. It's not necessary. I still haven't bought potato mashers, so I have this fork. But you know what? My potatoes are cold because I boiled them earlier. So maybe I'm going to have to use this ghetto cup. Oh, no. They're too cold. That's a problem. Let me see. Let me see these potatoes. Disaster. I knew something was going to happen. It's okay. We're going to break them up. I'm going to cut through them. I think I'm going to have to warm these up. I boiled them in the morning because obviously I wanted them to be ready. And I thought maybe I should warm them up right before I go on. Because once they get cold, it's hard, especially because I don't have a masher. You guys know I'm always improvising in this kitchen. You would think I would have had this. I actually went to go to Home Goods to try to get something to mash them with, but they didn't have anything. So what I'm gonna do to these is that I'm breaking them up. Hopefully, if you have a masher, all you got to do is just mash these. Now, I don't like to mash them like mashed potatoes. And I know that doesn't make any sense because I'm asking you to mash them. What that means is that I like to leave like little chunks in there. So it's not like pureed, if that makes any sense. I think that makes more sense. Ooh, I do have a blender, but y'all know how my blender goes. So we're not going to put these in the blender because then it's definitely not going to leave any little potato chunks. Now, the secret to this is really the cheese, I think. Some people like to put red tomato sauce in these. I don't, but if you want to, you can. Now, for the topping, like I said, we're going to put the guacachile. There's another video that I've already done. I did it last week that you guys can check out to how to make that. Move this around. My tortillas are warm, so now they're gonna get cold. I'm gonna throw these potatoes in there for a few minutes because they need to get warm. So you see my tortillas are ready and they are steaming. Oh, you guys can't see the steam. That's too bad, but they're super soft. And what I'm gonna do, I actually should grab another plate. I'm gonna have to do these videos all over again. I'm gonna keep these warm. I'm gonna keep these in the closed tortilla. Again, like I said, I also have crema mexicana that's gonna go on top as well. I'm gonna say hi to some people that are in here. Giselle S said yum. Selke says hola. Finally getting to catch a live before trabajo. Thank you for being here. Francisco Gutierrez says yummy. JC said you should do classes like Marcela Valladolid. Valladolid. Like Chef Marcela, is that her last name? Valladolid? I follow Chef Marcela. I think that's the one you're talking about. I know. I heard she has so many people in her classes. Laura Lopez says, I've got my papas boiling. Happy Friday, Laura. You need a box, girl. You need a P.O. box so we can send you gifts like a bean masher or a papa masher. I do have a bean masher or a papa masher. The thing is that I try to explain to you guys that I live at my boyfriend's house pretty much, and my apartment I use as my studio to cook. So a lot of my stuff is over there, and then I forget to bring it. I told myself bring the masher, and then I didn't. So I'm having to buy doubles. And then sometimes I forget things. It's just a hassle. Let me see if these are done. Hot. Now that I warmed these up, let's see if I can mash them with my cup. They're getting smashed somewhat. They're working with me. So I'm just gonna mash these. That sounded dangerous because this is glass on glass. The ghetto. This is so ghetto. Hey, but it's getting the job done, and that's all that matters. What up, Ayydé? Taquitos de papa. Fausto is in here. And as you guys can see, I'm not scared of seasoning. I like it to taste yummy and give it some flavor. So what I'm struggling with is smashing them today. Good God. Como que a lo mejor les faltaba poquito. I hope I don't break this cup. I'm about to put my hand in it. Maybe that's not a good idea, actually. Because if it breaks and my hand's in there, I'm going to get cut up. So you're just going to mash your potatoes. If you have a masher, this is going to be so much easier. It's not going to take this long, I promise. I would have already been done. I'm sure, Laura, your potatoes are boiled and you probably already mashed them in the time that this is taking me. This is taking so long. Struggle City today with Ayydé. Niña, niña. I am smashing these potatoes. I'm just really scared because this glass is really thin. And I feel like I'm putting a lot of pressure on it because these potatoes are like, oh, we're going to put on a show today. Again, I like to leave little chunks in there of potato. If you don't want to, you can just mash the potatoes like it's mashed potatoes. I like little trocitos in there. This is proving to be a lot more difficult than I anticipated. I don't know why these potatoes are doing this to me. Maybe I did it to them. Who knows? Gotta move this down off of the sides. I like pieces, but not that big of a pieces. Again, like I said, some people like to they just make like this tomato base sauce and they put it in here to make their taquitos a little bit more saucy. I don't make them like that. But you can if you want. I'm struggling over here with these tacos because of these papas. My fault completely. I should have grabbed the potato masher. Apparently, I like to use cups. We're almost there. They're still not as smashed as I want them to be, but they're gonna do. So once you have your potatoes smashed or mashed, whatever you want to call it, smashing the potatoes, you want to get your warm tortillas. Again, you have to make sure that your tortillas are warm, because what happens if your tortillas are not warm, you see how like blanditas they are versus this is one that's not. I mean, you guys can't tell the difference, but when you're rolling them, they just open like that. And when they're warm, they stay rolled. So that's the difference. So make sure you warm up your tortilla. It's gonna make a huge difference. I'm still trying to get this a little bit more mashed because it's not exactly where I want it, but they're gonna work. We're gonna go with it. So then you're gonna take your, just kidding. Do this part first. That way the cheese doesn't squeeze out. Get your Oaxaca cheese. Now the Oaxaca cheese comes in chunkier pieces. I'm gonna show you. It comes in pieces like this, like bigger pieces, like this. Sometimes it comes in a ball, and you have to take it apart and get these little strings out of it, right? Delicious. Depends how cheesy you want it. I fill up the tortilla right in the middle, like that. Then you take your potatoes. I have the king size tortillas. So you just want to make sure that you're able to roll these and fill it in. Make sure that it's nice and compact in the middle. It's going to make your life easier. Then you grab it from one end and bring it in. Just roll it up. Roll it, roll it, roll it. And we have one. Now, sometimes, like if you make them too fat, you're going to have them, like, see, like my cheese is sticking out. You kind of want it not to. If it sticks out, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So there's my first taquito that just unrolled itself. And I'm going to do the rest. So you're going to keep doing it. The reason why I put the cheese first and then the potatoes is because I feel like it just prevents the cheese from falling out. It just makes sense. Just do it this way. Just try it. Get your potatoes again. Now you could do the same thing with taquitos de papa. I mean de pollo. You just if you want to do it the lazy way, you just buy a roasted chicken from the market. You know, they have those rotisserie chickens or the ones that they have already that are cooked. You can get that and then break that apart. And you just put that with some queso Oaxaca and you're good. So I have my tortilla. Now I'm rolling it up. I make taquitos de papa for me and de pollo for my boyfriend because he likes the chicken ones. I do too, but the papa are my favorite. And plus, I know a lot of people shouldn't be eating meat right now. So get the cheese in the middle. You guys can't see me, huh? Whoops, too bad. So you get the cheese in the middle, get your papas. Now, remember that I've had my oil already on and it's been boiling. I'm trying to get the ones that are a little bit more mashed over here. And I do the same thing with shrimp ones. Those I do add like a little salsita on it, but they come out really, really, really bomb. Okay, so now, if you're having a hard time getting these rolled or having them stayed rolled, what you want to do is you can get a toothpick, you can cheat and just pop it right through the middle, and it should help you keep your taquito from opening up. Now, another thing that I do is that I make sure that I put it where the fold is at. I put the fold down because it seems to keep my taquitos closed. Hopefully it works for you guys. Okay, so there. I'm doing 4 just to show you guys. I'm tucking this one in nice and tight so it doesn't come apart. Hopefully it doesn't come apart because it has happened to me. Now that they're all rolled, I was listening to Los Nuevos Rebeldes before I started to cook, and now their songs are in my head, and that's all I can hear. Okay, so here are my taquitos. They are rolled, and now they're ready to be fried. My friend Aziza calls these cigarette tacos. So I'm gonna use the tongs because I don't want to get burned. But you see the little ridge like that? That's gonna go down on my cast iron. So making sure that this part is facing down. They are covered. I see something escaped over here. What is this? A papita? Put that out. Boom. I'm going to show you guys in a second what they look like. Let's see. I'll show you guys real quick. Oh, you guys can see. They're right there. I'll bring them closer. So this is a plate is done. This will be my new plate. So we're just going to let them chill right there. We're going to let them hang out for a few minutes. That is delicious. What I have ready over here is my napkin that I'm going to put the taquitos on so the napkin can soak that extra oil off of my taquitos. Now you can flip them after a few minutes. Flip them on their other side. Just like that. I almost stuck my finger in this cast iron. So they are completely soaking up in this oil bath. I want them to be nice and crunchy. So Let's see. I want to pick up some papa flautas at the taco truck. You need to make your own. Come on. These are going to get nice and golden. And some people like to put lettuce and tomatoes and maybe like some more chilito on top. I just like them with guacachile, crema, and queso. They already have queso inside, but I like queso fresco on the top. It always ends up falling off anyway, but this is the way to do it. So yeah, I hope you guys try this recipe. If you guys make them different, I want to know. Like I said, some people like to make that tomato base and then throw it in there to make them a little bit saucier. But to me, just the potatoes with the right seasoning and the right queso, they taste absolutely amazing. And I don't want anything else on them. The cheese is coming out of this one. We're going to put that to the side. Look at that queso. I'm going to take that queso out so it doesn't burn in there. So they're nice and golden brown. I'm going to turn this oil off. Dripping oil. And dripping queso too. Gonna just let them hang out here. I do this because sometimes a little bit of oil hangs out on the sides and I don't like that. Taking the little bit of oil off from its sides. Look at this. Look at that queso. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, so now I have them chilling right here. This is some queso that fell out of them. They are just going to hang out here. I'm going to flip them on their side so they can get all this oil off of them, this excess oil. I don't like oily stuff. I don't know if you do. If you don't mind the oil, then just throw them right on your plate and you will be good to go. So we're going to move this out of the way. You got to be careful because it's some hot ass aceite right there. Nobody trying to get burned. Move this out. Okay, let's see. All right, so I have my plate here. I have my taquitos here. You are gonna put them like this. I'm only gonna eat 3 right now, so I'm not gonna fix the other one. I don't want to be wasteful. So here are my 3 that I'm about to eat. And the first thing I put on them is the crema, like this. And you just spread that crema across. You could put as much or as little crema as you want. You don't have to use crema if you don't like it. That's completely fine. This is just me. I love crema. So that is just Mexican crema with salt. That's the one that I like to get. And now I'm going to get my guacachile and throw this on top. I'm going to spread it out too. Just like this. This sauce is so bomb. This is all they really need. Okay. So that's spread. And then I'm going to get my queso fresco. This is already crumbled. I crumbled it up already. I don't want all of it. Making my life difficult. There you go. Just sprinkle it on there. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Make it look pretty. Got some big chunks of queso in here. You can use as much or as little queso as you want. That is it. That's all it takes. And your taquitos are ready. I'm getting fat. That's what I'm getting from doing all these cooking episodes. I'm going to move these taquitos over here. And now I'm going to do what I hate to do, which is try it on camera because I hate eating on camera. But let's see what these are like. I should take a picture really quick for Instagram, huh? Hold on. Where's my teléfono? Oh, man. Here it is. It was somewhere nearby. Okay, let's see. Gotta take all these extra cheese, put it on there so it looks pretty. Can't be having nothing over here. Gotta keep it. Oh man, I want to take a really pretty picture. There's queso all over this plate. Mmm. Oh yeah, that's the shot. Sometimes I like to put cebollitas on it as well. I didn't do that for today, but these are delicious. Isabella Melgoza says, so bomb. Can't wait to try this. Please do. Again, the secret ingredient to this is the queso Oaxaca. Damn, they're hot. Burning my fingers. Ah! Mm-mm-mm. Mm. Hot. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Crunchy, delicious, and they're super hot. So that's why I'm screaming, because I just burned my mouth. But they are so good. So good. Like everything else I make. If you have never made them, there's absolutely no way you can go wrong with these. So go try them. Mm. They're so damn good. These are really, really good. Go try them. Let me know how they work for you. Also, if you want to know how to make my guacachile, you have to check the previous video. I think it's like 2 episodes ago where I made it, because this is also a very important part to this. So go try it. I hope you guys have a lovely Easter. You guys take care. Be kind. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me any questions now. If not, I'll see you guys back here on Monday. Don't forget to turn on your notifications and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Mm.